So it's gonna be a really quick help video for EpicCheesyEpicness, who asked about edge orientation, edge permutation for elastic edges when you have misoriented centers. And misoriented is not really a correct term because they can't. It doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna go ahead and scramble this cube with yellow on top, green on left, like the rest of my tutorials. I'm gonna be solving the same way. Alright, and solving with green on left. Green on left, green on left. Yeah, I still mess up CMLL cases. Anyways, let's say you get up to your CMLL, and you finish CMLL, and you end up with the orange center up on top, or the red, it doesn't really matter. Let's just say it was the orange. You still have to follow the same and opposite color rule in order to be able to correctly orient and permute everything. In this case, there are two misoriented edges. Now this looks like a misoriented edge, but it's not. And I'll explain that in just a little bit. But first, same and opposite color rule. Not the same or opposite, not the same or opposite. And down here, not the same or opposite. And this is another exception. The exceptions are the UL and UR pieces. The ones that you do UL and UR with. This is because no matter what center is on top, the UL and UR pieces are always oriented so that yellow, if you're using the world color scheme, yellow is always going to be on top because of your blocks. So when you're looking for bad edges, when you have misoriented centers, you have to make sure that if you're looking at a UL or UR piece, to flip, make sure that you see that as either oriented or misoriented, because there are exceptions. Because even if this was misoriented, it would still not follow the same or opposite color rule, and this is already oriented correctly and it still doesn't follow. You just have to make sure that the UL and UR pieces, whenever you're looking for misoriented edges with not fixed centers, that they are flipped correctly, or in this case yellow is on top. So I saw that these two are the ones that are misoriented, because down here this is the RPs, so that's already correctly oriented because yellow is pointing straight down. It could be pointing straight down or pointing straight up, depending on, like, it's just location because of the way the UL and UR pieces are oriented up on top. So to show you that those two are correctly oriented, I'm just going to go ahead and flip these two using this algorithm. And you see how it still doesn't match, even though it's correctly oriented. Down here, still not correctly, even though it's correctly oriented, still doesn't match. And I'm going to go and permute those two, like I would just regularly. Set them diagonal to each other, M, U2, and then another M move. In this case, I'm just going to do M. And then I'm going to go ahead and orient them, or permute them into place. And like that. So this case is just like that, and it's just a E2 empty E2 case. But oops. Alright, but it ended up like this, but it's still the same thing. E2, M, E2, and that's pretty much it.